A very chilly Monday here in Johannesburg. This is Joburgtv News. I'm Gail Fasatli with your top stories. Alex residents vow to shut down Sandton. Learners urged to attend school today, and Libyans ask help from President Cyril Ramaphosa. Despite the downpour this morning, Alexandra residents are gearing up for the march to Sandton to protest a lack of service delivery. They are calling on the government to take action and are threatening to bring the township to a standstill. Police have already started arriving at Sankopano, which is the meeting point ahead of today's march. It's been almost a week since messages started circulating announcing plans to place Alexandra on lockdown. With 2 arrests made, rubber bullets fired and countless tires set alight, protesters in Alexandra have vowed to soldier on until government restores dignity to their community. The Department of Basic Education has urged all learners to attend school today. This as schools with learners affiliated to COSAS are expected to be disrupted by what COSAS call a national shutdown. COSAS will march to Lutuli House in Johannesburg to deliver a memorandum to ANC President Cyril Ramaphosa. COSAS President John Macheke says among the demands is the release of fees must fall activists and an end to violence at schools, even though Basic Education Department spokesperson Elijah Matlanga says no disruption of schools will be tolerated. The Sunday Times reported that 422 million rand in cash from the late Libyan dictator Muammar Gaddafi may have been hidden at former President Jacob Zuma's Nkandla residence. Libyan authorities claimed that the money was moved to Eswatini earlier this year, the newspaper reported. The Libyans asked President Cyril Ramaphosa to help recover the money, and King Mswati III reportedly confirmed the existence of the money to Ramaphosa last week during a meeting at OR Tambo International Airport. Ayanda Vezi has your sports updates.
Thank you, Gail. I'm Ayanda Vezi with your Joburgtv Sports News. The Daily Capitals were nearly in trouble, losing 2 wickets in the penultimate over. Earlier on in the match, Kagiso Rabada dismantled the Bangalore batsman Akshar Patel, taking 4 wickets in his 4 overs. But it was a great batting style from Patel that gave his side a 4-wicket victory against the Royal Challengers. The Fijians lifted their 5th consecutive Rugby Sevens title as they beat France 21-7 in the Hong Kong Sevens final. The Blitzboks were out as they suffered a 1917 lose to Argentina. Blitzboks coach Neil Powell says the team wanted more, but it will have to settle for some progress. And lastly, Mamelodi Sundowns were in form as they beat Al Ahly over the weekend and recorded a stunning 5-0 victory in the CAF Champions League quarterfinals in the first leg tie. The two sides met at Lucas Moripe Stadium, with some of the goals coming from on-form Brazilian players Themba Zwane, Arendse and Phakamani Mahlambi. The next leg will take place on the 13th of April at the Egyptian Army Stadium. Meanwhile, Banyana were also in action yesterday as they took on Jamaica for their last home game in Durban, which ended in 1-1 draw. That's it from me, Ayanda Vezi, and the sports team. Goodbye.
Time for your traffic and weather updates.
Thank you, Gil. Good morning to you. And now let's take a look at your traffic updates. North Riding at Boundary Road, traffic lights are not working at Oriole Avenue. Pointsmen are on duty in that area. Sandton on Fredman Drive, traffic lights are not working at Glen Lane. Pointsmen are on duty as well on that area. Pretoria on the N1 southbound, there's a stationary bus after the Ridgel Avenue exit. There's heavy traffic from Sifako Makatu Drive. 4 ways on City Road, traffic lights are not working on 4 ways Boulevard. Moving on to your weather updates. Johannesburg is cloudy at a high of 18 degrees Celsius. Midrand is at a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius with a chance of rain and thunderstorm. And lastly, Sandton is also cloudy at a maximum of 18 degrees Celsius. That is it from the traffic and weather updates. Back to you, Gail.
And that's it from the team, and I catch you next bulletin at midday. Goodbye.